Okay, so looking at the double ankle grab sweep, just get this angle, Matthew. So, Matthew's on his knees inside my closed guard. First thing we're thinking about is, especially when people jump to their feet and I keep my guard close, just say Matthew just stands up. First thing I'm thinking about is, are his feet parallel or is he staggered? Another thing people can do from there is they can kind of walk forward a little bit. Notice the way I'm now on my neck. And just with Matthew leaning forward and engaging his hips, I will uncross and drop my knees down. Obviously, just turn slightly this way. Obviously, the double ankle grab sleep, how it's traditionally taught is, I grab the back of the ankles, okay? I bring my knees in. My shins is going to hit Matthew in the chest as I lift my butt off the mat to put him down. Notice the way my hips are on top of Matthew's. From this position now, I want to get my hips higher than his. So I'll put two hands on the mat, lift my hips, and I'm in the top position. Of course, the problem with that sweep is if they grab your lapels. Let's first address though about not getting put on their necks. So anytime Matthew stands up inside my guard, first thing is C grips, my hands go on his shins. Notice the way I'm on my shoulders, walk forward, and not here, that sucks, walk back. So this walk forward now, I just can't. Now when I open my guard and drop my hips to the mat and bring my knees in and switch from a C grip in front of his shins to his heels, I'm about to go for the double ankle grab and he just grabs two lapels and kind of squats down. And now we end up in this position here, nothing happens. Henry Akins detail is, I don't lift my butt off the mat. I keep my hips on the mat. I bring my knees together and I connect my heels to his hips. And now from there, ass stays on the mat. I just see, do I have a slight bend in my legs? I just straighten my legs and put them down. Okay, just turn this way, bro. Alright, if he does nothing and he's just lying back, I just put two hands on the mat and on the mount. If he has a little bit more jiu-jitsu, he will post his hand on the mat and frame with this arm here. Now I'm looking to see whether he's got a grip on the collar or whether he's just pushing. So if I end up here, alright, I'm definitely not coming up this way, because anytime I turn towards that post, I'm giving him a whole profile. He can now push me anywhere, open your hand, from there. So I look to see what hand he's posted, and I'm coming up on the side of that hand. So I'm here. Now, if I try to sit up, he's just pushing on that shoulder, so this hand comes underneath, try to keep me down. And now I just turn my body and put two hands on the mat. Lift my hips, and I just walk around. I've kind of took away his the profile that he had when he was pushing me. Let's set that again. So, Matthew is inside my closed guard. As he stands up, I just make C grips. So I'm on my shoulders. I drop my hips to the mat. Now, if he hasn't gripped me, I'm just doing it the traditional way, like a hip bump. Right? But anyone that knows jiu-jitsu will grab this, they'll bend their knees. They're waiting for me to do this, and then any energy I put into Matthew is just absorbed with his grips and his squat. So if that's the case, I straighten my legs slightly until I get my heels on his hips. Slight bend in your legs, but the detail is my butt stays on the mat, and now it's just that. It's like a seesaw. Now from this position, if he's made a grip this time, I'm going to control the wrist. I'm going to post my hand on the mat. My goal is to get my hips underneath his right armpit. It's very much like a hip bump. I just lift my hip, and then I'm going to bring my shin over the back of his head. I can get it from here, especially if he has the grip, or I feel I haven't got it. I'm just dropping on my left side. More than likely, Matthew, if he knows jiu-jitsu, comes to turtle, and we're in the belly down arm bar position. Notice the way my left foot is on the back of his head, and my right is searching for that far side. Find the thumb, and now I can hit that. Just get another angle on that. First thing though is, he stands up inside my close guard, I don't want to be in my neck, that's uncomfortable. 2 hands come here, and now I'm just, if he tries to walk forward to put me on my neck, I can keep my close guard. And now from this position, I drop my hips. If he's connected to me, I'm not doing the traditional one. I'm just going to straighten and put him straight down. As he grabs and makes this grip, it's armbar. If he's pushing, I'm just coming up into mount. So if it's the armbar and he's made that grip, I just secure the wrist, lift my hip and get it into his armpit. Shin comes over the back of the head. Sometimes you can finish it just from there. But as I fall on my left side to finish the belly down armbar position, Matthew will be trying to get the turtle. We end up in this position here. So I want the back of my knee, or the back of my instep on the back of his head. Right foot's on the far armpit. And now from there I can just hip in to get it. There's more details on the Lachlan Giles arm lock instructional, which is on the channel somewhere. We'll just do one more if you're just pushing. So the main thing is we don't want to be getting put on our neck, so I just keep him back. Okay. Once I drop and he makes that grip, we make the grips, knees come in, hips stay on the mat. I just bring my heel, this is like a rocking chair. The minute he's pushing here, I'm going to the side where his arm is posted. Notice the way, just trying to say, bro. He has a massive profile here. If I make the mistake of trying to come up this side, he has a whole load either shoulder and my chest. From there, hand comes inside. Notice the way when I start to go belly down and put 2 hands on him, I keep pushing. Now all he has is an armpit. Now from there I can still get the armbar, but if I want, I will just walk my hands towards his head. Notice what I'm doing with my right foot. Notice the way Matthew's still on his left side. I'm going to curl my left heel towards my foot, so when I come around, I've got the mount. So that is Henry Akins' version of the double ankle grab sweep.